So, they want Cucurella.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought.
Hashtag plot twist, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel of Football Therapy with me, your host, Jan. I hope you're doing well, mate. I really do hope that. Welcome back to Chelsea news. Manchester United considering out of favour left-back Marc Cucurella, the player that we dropped 62 million big ones on to Brighton. Bloody Brighton. They got touched up by West Ham yesterday. Lovely stuff. Now you know how it feels. At least when we lost 3-1 to West Ham, we did it in their backyard, not at home. Lol, 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 lol. Anyway, today we're talking about Cucurella to Manchester United, possibly. Ryan Cherky move. Leon perhaps not looking to sell him. Who are we going to get? There's some talks about Chelsea weighing up a move for Jeremy Frimpong, the Dutch defender / right midfielder. Kind of the area we're looking at, but I'm not so sure if that profile is right. Romelu Lukaku, etc. Lots to get into, so thanks for joining me. Strap yourselves in, stay all the way to the end so you can find out all the stories. If you do enjoy the content, please do like and subscribe. Of course, I do daily content as well on Football Yannick. Yesterday's upload was how Arsenal fans have already turned on Kai Havertz just 3 weeks in. If you're interested in my perspective on that, do go check out Football Yannick, my other channel. Ooh la 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 la. Let's start with Marc Cucurella. So out of favour, Spanish left back. And look, this is not going to be a hit piece on Marc Cucurella. I know he's not the most fashionable player at the moment, but I do think there's a good player in there. Of course, we bought him off Brighton after he won their player of the season. He's very technical, he can be very good. I don't think he suits Pochettino's system. The left back in Pochettino's system is very, very offensive. It does suit Ben Chilwell. Of course, Ben Chilwell is first choice at Chelsea Football Club and he's vice captain. And in the seemingly constant absence of Reece James, he is forever wearing the armband, which I am very comfortable with. I think Ben Chilwell has the air of a captain. He's a leader. He tries really. He sets the example on the pitch in terms of production and effort. And I like the way he communicates. So I'm fine with that. Yes, and of course, he's the first choice left back. But then you go behind him. And you'd think, well, Chelsea are thinking, they might, sell Martin or loan him out because we've got Cucurella. He's a massive outlay, 62 million. He's on massive wages. But we've seen Martin come on and we haven't been seeing Cucurella come on. So, and in theory, Ian Martin suits the offensive left back in the Pochettino system much more than Marc Cucurella does, like big time. So, in a campaign with no European football, Ben Chilwell first choice, Ian Maatsen second choice, 5 substitutes. You might see him come on quite a lot, maybe in the front 4, which we've seen him do quite a lot, and we might see him start the cup games. Suddenly, you're thinking, yeah, we don't really need Cucurella, and he's just this sort of expensive obligation hanging around. Enter Manchester United. Of course, they've got like an injury to Shaw, and I think basically they're looking for someone who's a bit more appropriate. I don't know how that's Marc Cucurella. Apparently they're looking at Sergio Reguilon as well. Remember when we nearly signed Reguilon? It was going to be Reguilon, Tagliafico, or Alex Telles. And then I was campaigning for Chilwell. I caught so much heat back then for wanting Chilwell. Like, oh, it's just English bias. But, I was right. Remember the performance Chilwell dropped in the Champions League final? And all those other guys, where are they now? I literally don't know. I don't know where Reguilon is. Telles, is he in Saudi now? Tagliafico, is he still at Ajax? Anyway, I digress. So yes, Manchester United. It is, okay, so before we all get overexcited, it is a loan. But it still worked. And I saw on social media, Chelsea fans like, oh, what's the point of loaning him? But I tell you what, there is a point. Because this whole new structure, the wage structure with Chelsea trying to get wages down to under 100k a week. Certainly, that Cucurella is part of that transfer window that represents not doing that. Sterling's not a lot of money, but if he keeps this form up, he can. That's okay. Koulibaly was a massive money as well, and Aubameyang was a massive money as well. Like, all of the wage books. Cucurella is on big money. Far too big, especially for someone who's not even featuring off the bench. He's not even featuring in games at all. So it's just incredible money. So first off the bat, you alleviate yourselves of those massive Cucurella wages, and secondly, shop window. I know you'd be like, oh, strengthening a rival, but, you know, they're going to have a left back at some point. And if, you know, he goes there, he plays really well, and they're like, you know what, we like Cucurella, can we buy him? And you go, yes, Manchester United. You spend ridiculous amounts of money on all players, you could have him for 50 million quid. Off you go. There you go, Cucurella. You're gone now. I almost feel that we bought him partly knowing eventually we're going to try and get Graham Potter in. Do you know what I mean? So, like, it's just like echoes of past mistakes. Again, he's a good player. I think he's like a really good defensive left back or a left centre back. I know they sold him to us, Brian, going, oh, you can play left back, left wing back, left centre back, you can do everything, mate. But yeah, I just don't think he is appropriate for our system. So, Manchester United, take his big wages of us, have him for a season. He plays football, so he either like gets Man United to buy him, or he plays enough to be like to everyone else potential buyers. Look, he played a whole season at a high, you know, at the biggest club in England, Manchester United, for a whole campaign in the Premier League. That can only be good for his asset value, and that can only be good to alleviate ourselves of his massive wages for a year. I'll sign it off right now, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let me know what you think about that. Let's move on, man. Let's talk about... Lukaku. I did do a video on this a couple of days ago. I always urge you guys to go watch the edited videos like that. I spent some time on it. But yes, he has flown to Roma in anticipation to complete his move to Jose Mourinho's side. Fabrizio Romano claims Chelsea still aren't satisfied. We wanted like 8 to 10 million pounds loan fee, and I believe Roma so far have offered 4. Which I knew was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. That if we can squeeze them up to 6, just get it. Just do it. Just do it. They know, of course they know that they've got our testicles in a vice and they're about to pop. Sorry for the graphic, metaphor here. And they're like, yep. Then they're like turning it, and we're eventually going, okay, whatever, just give us whatever, take him. And that's what's going to happen. It's up to Lukaku to, subsidize or like get paid less wages for a year. Chelsea absolutely don't want to subsidize his wages. So I think Lukaku probably will just say, right, just pay me less. To his very, very rare credit, I think that's probably the case. And if this gets done, I've said before, I think it'll be quite box office. Serie A is popping off with post-Chelsea memorabilia. First of all, of course, Jose Mourinho and Tammy Abraham at Roma is very exciting, but Milan, Tomori, Pulisic, Giroud, Loftus-Cheek, Chelsea B team, I think they've gone top of Serie A, haven't they? Anyway, Ruben's having a lovely time. Feel-good stories. I might watch some Serie A. Anyway, Lukaku at Roma would be box office. He wants to go. I think Mourinho wants him. Like I said, if you want more details on that particular story, a couple of videos ago I uploaded a detailed story on that. So do go check it out. Alright, man, where are we at now? We'll talk about Ryan Cherky last, so strap yourselves in for that. But Court of Side are citing bloody Fichajes, that football news website. I believe it's Dutch anyway. So the facto Jeremy Frimpong is a player from Holland. It makes you feel like, okay, they know what they're talking about. Still, apparently Chelsea are weighing up a move, according to a report from Fichajes. I apologise big time for that. Chelsea are weighing up a move for the 22-year-old Bayer Leverkusen defender, and it remains to be seen whether they can get the deal done. Pause. Before you go, why do you want to get a defender? He's a right back, but he's also played right mid. If you look at his transfer marked graphics, where it shows you where he plays further up the pitch on the right-hand side. And if you remember, Chelsea are looking for a right-hand-sided player to play a little bit further up. So in that sense, he suits the profile. The 22-year-old has been a key performer for the German club over the past year, and he contributed to 9 goals and 11 assists last season. So that's 20 goal involvements from right back. And who knows, or right mid, wherever he's playing. The right flank, who knows, if you move him up a little bit more, he might get even more. Frimpong started out his current campaign in impressive form and has already scored twice for the German outfit. start of the season in form. The 22-year-old will add a new dimension to the Chelsea attack going forward, but he will help out defensively as well. Reece James is currently sidelined with an injury, so I doubt this is like because Reece James is injured, but who knows? Maybe it's the element of playing there. He says fair share is a problem, so it's the Blues could look to bring another specialist player in for that area. Frimpong has the potential to develop into a top-class player, and Chelsea would be an exciting step in his career. He's looking to prove himself at the highest level, and the Premier League is hard to turn down. The report claims that Leverkusen are reluctant to sell him unless there's a substantial offer. Chelsea could offer a substantial offer to Bayer Leverkusen, like an offer they couldn't refuse. I don't think it would have to be that much money. Interesting. Look, Malo Gusto looks good. He just got 2 assists in the last game. Yes, it was Luton Town at home, but still 2 Premier League assists. Reece James to come back. We've just spoken about the 2 options on the left. Vice-Captain Matson on the right. Captain Gusto. Not Captain Gusto, but Captain, Gusto. So, yeah. Unless we are trying to think about moving him forwards, possibly. But still, that came up in one of the headlines and I wanted to talk about it. Right, I want to talk a little bit about Ryan Cherki because L'Equipe have been speaking about how he's not for sale. Lots and lots of stuff has been happened with Ryan Cherki over the recent weeks in development. I see my boy Alex Goldberg of the Byline still doing the props, still trying to push for him to come. But in the absence, or now the options of Kudus, Elise, who the other guys we're looking for? Brennan Johnson maybe off the table because of Tottenham. Should Chelsea reinvestigate Ryan Cherki? There's articles here. Apparently his stats this season, like not necessarily goals or assists, but progressive carries, all the kinds of dribbles and stuff have been nothing short of incredible this season, and possibly looks like the kind of profile we do need. I know Nathan Gissing said on the Byline that Chelsea aren't the biggest fans of his attitude, but then again, where's he going to go? They're going to make money for him. Of course, negotiations have broken down with PSG because they thought they put in an insulting bid and they just immediately halted negotiations and communications. So where would he go, man? And I think maybe because all these other players, all these other options are no longer available, that maybe Chelsea could revisit it. And on like dominating stats as well, I just wanted to say, I saw on social media, Enzo Fernandez in terms of progressive passes, and in the Premier League, he's got more than any other player in the Premier League. But rather more impressive is the fact how second place is, I think, it's Estepinian of Brighton, and it's literally like half of what Enzo's got. So he is dominating those progressive pass stats in the Premier League. And in terms of carries and all these other exciting metrics from Ryan Cherki throughout the whole top 5 leagues, he's dominating through carries and stuff. So I wanted to put it up to you guys. Do you think that we should consider just trying to push hard for Ryan Cherki again? It's really tough, man. We've got the goalkeeper. We spoke about that yesterday. That's been announced. Poch, will be very happy with that. Seemingly he's known for a few days. But he does say we need this other attacker. And we've got days. It's just a few days. 3 or 4 days. Anyway, days. Let's just say 3 days to get it done. So they need to really knuckle down and try and, obviously there's probably like a whiteboard somewhere with names on it, scribble out, like Lise scribbled out and Kudus has scribbled out. But what have they done with Cherki? Have they unscribbled it out and they thought, right, well, we've got to get this guy now? Because, Pochettino has been meticulously clear with how he wants this player. He's like, yeah, we need this player. That's it. Like, he's not messing around. He's like, yeah, this is what we need. So are we going to give it to him? Let me know what you guys think. Please do comment down below. Who do you think Chelsea should go for? Who's next? Do you think Cucurella should go to Manchester United? I'll be very keen and interested to learn your thoughts, feelings and opinions. Do go check out Football Yannick. Daily content on there, of course. And follow me on social media at Football Yannick. See you very soon, friends. Peace.